8 Most Expensive Mistakes Ever Made in History. The Millennium Bridge. This was in the year 2000 when England greeted the new Millennium Bridge over the River Thames. It was one of the most striking bridges when made, but 3 hours later of its opening the bridge had to shut down. The engineers did not realize that the bridge's weighty base traffic would cause it to bend back and forth. The amount of $24.1 million was already spent on the bridge, and to fix the issue they had to spend extra $6.6 million. France's fat trains. In the year 2014, a French train company SNCF comprehended that they have made a grave calculation error. The error was that they bought 2,000 trains for $20 billion. The twist was added when they realized that the trains were too fat to fit into almost all the stations, so the company had to pay an additional $68 million for widening those stations' platforms, so that their trains would fit. The too heavy submarine. The major thing about submarines is that they are not supposed to drown hysterically. In the year 2013 the Spanish officials discovered they had dishonored that golden rule when their latest $2.3 billion submarines were 77 tons obese. And this was because of the one error made by the engineer. The engineer made the error of decimal, and this error turned into the most expensive mistakes ever made. They were unable to stick the submarine on a low-carb diet to fix the mistake. But they had to spend more $11.9 million and a supplementary 3 years to do it properly. The Challenger disaster. This was spacecraft which was launched in the year 1986. The 7 astronauts worked so hard on this, they spent their life savings on this, and when the spacecraft was launched finally, just after 73 seconds of the launch the spacecraft faced a crash. It is said that NASA spent $1.7 billion on a replacement craft. The New Jersey funding error. Each year the states apply for the Race to the Top funding, a contribution produced by the Department of Education to help schools innovate and grow. In the year 2010, New Jersey neglected on $400 million from the program thanks to a clerical error on the state's application. Japan's stock market error. In the year 2005, a Japanese stockbroker set the value of JCOM's share rate to 1 yen for 610,000 shares. The major issue was that he was supposed to set it to 610,000 yen for 1 share. This error expenditure evaluated JCOM 27 billion yen, or about $236 million. This amount was equal to their prior year's total income. Kurt Russell destroys a guitar. There is a scene in the film The Hateful Eight. It was a 2015 film by Quentin Tarantino. His character in the film was supposed to destroy a guitar. He was not aware of this scenario. The guitar he was playing was an authentic and priceless instrument from the 1870s. It was taken on loan from a Pennsylvania museum. His dedication regarding acting was so intense that he ended up demolishing the guitar for real. An expensive comma. A Canadian phone company, Bell Alliant, managed to escape an $888,888 contract with Rogers Communications because of the comma error. As per the research, the contract stated, "This agreement shall be effective from the date it is made and shall continue in force for 5 years from the date it is made, and thereafter for successive 5-year terms, unless and until terminated by 1 year prior notice in writing by either party." Courts regulated the second comma intended. The automatic renewal was not, in fact, automatic.